Well, good afternoon. Trust you're all keeping well. Yeah, as I mentioned before, that is the real beauty of the English countryside. Are your footpaths that you got everywhere. So when you need to disappear, you can just travel light. Take a bit of some bags of beef jerky, juice, and I say you can go for days and days or through the footpaths, disappear like a needle in a haystack, just to avoid a collision, with the wrong people in high places, setting you up to take a big hit. Hired assassins. And like I said, there's always those who will do other people's dirty work, and there's people who will do anything for money, for drugs, for alcohol. Quite happy to see you get disappeared. And that's like I mentioned in the past, was in Norfolk. I mean, they were military, either Mason SS hybrid huntsman or military Norfolk. As I spoke to the police in East Runton, spoke to the police in Hull, who only turned a blind eye to the cruise on my frame Black Cat's tail, set up as the Sandringham serial killer. And it's a bit like the film Get Carter, or Get Botright, Get Johnny Botright. Certainly not me leaving any bodies on the Royal Sandringham estate, killing fields at a rich boy's loft party. Say there, Sandringham estate, killing fields, Jack the Ripper crime. Certainly not mine, but everyone thought they could wrap me up as in the black shroud of Sandringham. Simon Bailey and his blonde-haired lover, MP Knobhead Bacon, Lord Muppet-head McGregor, the Red Baron of Pullham, This Old Boys Conservative Club, Palmer Brown, Wilby and Co, Mrs. Reeve, Elliott and Co, Skelton Road Assassins, Shafe of Turnham, and so the list could go on. Disparish Fields Not So Healthy Centre, Dr. Death Silver Bullet Who, in the big disc black box serial killer frame. And say just one big monster black bluff, one big monster black porcupine lie that they want everyone to believe is true. And it's, after Norfolk, went up to Buxton. It wasn't safe to stay in Norfolk or Suffolk, so went up to Buxton. Out on the Goyt Valley, same cruise turned up there. Made me out by the Cat and Fiddle of all places. But I was well concealed watching them, pick up big searchlights. And they weren't after rabbits or lambing. They were certainly looking for something or somebody. Spoke to the police in Macclesfield. Disappeared into the Lake District. Same cruise rolled up in Keswick. So spoke to the police in Keswick and said, look, I'm not Raoul Moat, I'm not Derek Bird, and I'm not the guy Bird from America, the Mad Axeman. He put a big curse on everybody. But these crews, who are they? And the black van is parked over there in the car park. Why don't you run the number plates? See, here they are. But they were government sanctioned. And then backup arrived for me, DC and the boys, and we got a very good vantage point in the lakes and watched them coming through the valleys and so forth. And I say they were military, or military trained anyhow. But the powers to be couldn't afford a big shindig in the Lake District, so then they backed off. And DC and the boys want me to go up into the Highlands off-grid with them, but I want to come back down to Norfolk, so I disappeared down to Windermere, the Ambleside Parish, St Mary's Church Parish Centre, and took refuge there, sanctuary there for a couple of months, let things quieten down. And then when I did return to Norfolk, coming to King's Lynn, went along the Norfolk Coastal Road to Blakeney, parked my car in the car park, among several vehicles, and then sat up on the hill behind the toilet, so you overlook the big harbour car park to see if we get any company. And within 1 hour, 2 pickups started going round. Went round once, came round a second time, 1 pickup, then left the other one, went down to my vehicle, parked. There was 7 vehicles, so I was parked in the middle of them. Checked out my vehicle, so I thought, no, I'm not safe to stay there. So then went to Cromer, Warren Wood, made myself along the beach in the dark, set up a camp in there, took my bike and everything, went up all the steps in the dark, and there is good 4G reception up there. So I thought I'd turn my phone on, because I'm well concealed in here, let's see if we get any company in here, if they are tracking the GPS on my phone. And sure enough, about an hour later, 3 men came in there with great big handheld searchlights, no dogs, and I could see them but they couldn't see me, so I made my way out of the wood, just slipped out of the wood, because the cliffs there are really high and they can just disappear over a framed suck cliff. Make you out, that's the Steve Wright Sandringham serial killer, which is never the case. And then Norfolk Bacon SS could put on their number 10 minority report that I committed suicide, which would never be the case. And some of my stuff got handed into Cromer Police, so when I went to pick it up, Cromer Police ordered me off the coast. Said if I didn't go, they would make me disappear in their big black frame. So, but like I say, that is the beauty of the English countryside. When you need to disappear, you can just become a needle in a haystack. There's so many footpaths going in every direction and you can just go wherever you want. Just keep your head down. That's a bit like how the pheasants feel when shooting season starts, or the ducks, ducks on the mere. But it's interesting with that Flynn case in America, it goes right up to Obama, and Biden goes right up to the top. They obviously all knew about it, setting up a guy Flynn to try and take down Donald Trump. And say frames and fixers come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they do go Steve right to the top, right up to Ma, Jezebel, Cruella de Vil, Lizzie the Lizard at Sandringham. And why can some people get away with frames and fixers? Hate campaigns, hate crime, assassination, blue murder. Why? Because they can. And then there was, all that in the newspapers where someone from the Special Forces said, yeah, we were involved in the assassination of Lady Diana. That was all kind of swept under the carpet, but whether there was any truth to that. But the guy who broke the story, who whistle blew, said, and like I say, that there are always those who will do other people's dirty work. People in the Freemason fraternal, the old Mason SS 66 mob, if they want you disappeared, any black frame fixed assassination will do. And you can go off to the Norfolk Bacon SS pork farm, Dr. Death's black pig pen, throw away the key, or you can just take a silver bullet to the head, no questions asked. Apparently you are the mad serial killer on the loose, Black Panther on the prowl, which is saying not the case, but just a big monster black lie they want everyone to believe. And then they set you up, price on your head, contract, open season. And people love their blood sport. They love to have their fun. People in high places too, just set you up for sport, hard target. And then see how long you can survive as frame clockwork orange to be squeezed, squashed and crushed. So, as I said too, sometimes you do have to disappear from this for all the right reasons, before you disappeared for all the wrong reasons. And it's the same with that case Pell. I don't know much about it, the one in Australia. He was found innocent by the highest court in Australia, and how Victoria police fabricated evidence and really set him up. And some of the allegations, I say, I don't know too much about the case, but I've listened to some of it, and some of the allegations made against him obviously couldn't have been true. You know, but between him and God, he knows if he's innocent, as God knows 100%, that I am innocent. No paedophile, no rapist, no black cat, copycat, black cat at Burston. Steve Wright, Clive Howard, Sandringham serial killer here. Just never the case. And once they've all now been caught out, like people being unmasked in America in the Flynn case, when you can unmask them, name and shame them and make examples of them in the public domain, Facebook or out on a forum, then, as I say, they don't like when they're all suddenly caught out in the spotlight. But sometimes you just have to, sometimes you sit in the countryside here and you can sit in a quiet place, concealed, and you'll watch the deer and the hares and the rabbit, they'll all come out in the open. You can be set up like a deer to be hunted, but you can see all the wildlife will all come out not knowing that you're there. And sometimes that's what you have to do. You just sit back and you watch all the collaborators, all the schemers, all congregate on the big centre stage, and then you just turn the spotlight on. And as I say, that's one thing they don't like, their big monster gaff being exposed for everyone to see. And it's the same, with Granswick, with all their monster lies, their managers, Garth, Scott and Deborah, Ricky Martin, Connor, supervisor, his team leader girlfriend, Tim and co. And the big serial killer, black chicken box frame. That cost me a £500 a week job on nights, then on days. Led, to my suspension. 15-day bogus investigation that also led to my immediate dismissal, and not one word in writing. Why? Because they just cannot back up their big monster black pile of pig chicken shit. Serial killer bird flu, serial killer swine flu that's infected everybody in Norfolk and Suffolk. And when I confronted their police collaboration and their big monster lie, they sent, of all people, PC Cage in a big chicken cage frame. Sent PC Cage come round to see me, just woke me up, come and had a chat, and they said that I was harassing them for exposing their big monster frame. And it's so true, like in what I've posted about the Oxford murders. When someone says something, in the Oxford murder, someone just says something and it's not even a lie, but it starts a chain reaction that leads to murders and children being burnt alive on a minibus. And it's like a virus which has now come out, the Australian scientists, which Dr. Buttar has also been saying all the way along, this virus is precision engineered. Dr. Buttar has got a strain of SARS, HIV, and it's been made more viral, so 5 minutes being exposed to it, that starts to attack your lungs. And now the Australian scientists are saying the same. This has been precision engineered in a lab, and it's been let loose, on purpose. And with the Antichrist New World Order, mountains of corpses will not stand in their way. They want to crash the